Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here again from Fursdon House. I have the second garden journal that I wanted to share with you. This journal is for sale. If you're interested, you can email me. I'll put my email address below, and I'll give you the particulars. And also, in case you don't know, all shipping is free. So just give me an email if you're interested. Let's go ahead and open it up because I've got one more I've got to work on. This is it's sort of like a medium weight. It's not a hard back, but it's pretty stable. It's slightly bendable, but I'm not sure how to describe it. Anyway, that's what it is. Beautiful spring colored fabric, some of my favorites that I have. And this one is 6 1/4 inches wide, 9 1/2 inches tall, and a 2 1/4 inch spine. It has 3 signatures and about 60 pages. And here we have a little Tim Holtz nameplate that you can write your name on. I've closed it with some seam binding, and here we have some lace on the signature. On the spine, and I've also put this sweet little pen. I mean, this is a garden journal, so it needed something special on it, and there it is. I love that pen. I think it's so neat. I'm always finding little odd bits and stuff when I go to junk shops and yard sales and stuff like that, and that's where I find some fun stuff. There we have it. So let's go ahead and open it up. I hope you're all having a blessed day, a blessed week. It's beautiful outside here in Madison, Alabama. It's in the 60s, the low 60s. The sun has been shining, the birds are singing. I even have the door open, so hopefully that won't interfere with the video. But it's just gorgeous here, and I hope that you're enjoying your day as well. Okay, let's get started here. Here we go. Some beautiful papers here, and I've just tried to do a little bit of lace and stuff. I'm also doing some stenciling. I love stenciling as long as it's pale. I don't like it very dark because I don't want it to interfere in writing, but it just takes care of that plain white sheet, because once I've printed these, I don't want to have to go and tea stain them and all that kind of stuff. That'd be a pain. Sometimes I have done it, but I like this much better. And this is just a blank letter. Well, it's not a blank letter. It is a letter that I'd always address to whoever purchases the book. Here we have a crochet doily with a vintage button in there and a velvet leaf. And here we have a little bit of crochet button. It's a tag that I put on top of a tag and then use it as a tuck spot. My favorite green leaf ribbon. Here's beautiful papers, fussy cutting Foxgloves on there, also known as digitalis. And that just sits down in there. Here we have, I purchased recently some sari silk and in some different shades, and this turned out really well, and that's my first use of it with my green ribbon, of course. We have a pocket here, and in the pocket I have put 2 coordinating napkins for anyone who might want to do some decoupage on their own. I'm really getting into decoupage. It took me long enough. I've taken forever to do it, and but I am having fun with it. I love the texture of it. Did some fussy cutting here. Isn't that beautiful? I love irises. I've never seen any of this color though. I'd love to have some of that color. We have some paler purple ones and some deep purple ones, but not this blue, almost a blue-black. It's beautiful. Here we have some fussy cutting going on from a stack of, let's see, what stack was that from? Hold on just a moment. I think I've got it right here. And of course, do I have the cover on it? Yes, well, it's a back cover. But it's Dress My Craft Vintage Saga. And I've used this in both the books. This is the back cover because the front is like gone. But it has some beautiful, beautiful pages in there. And make beautiful cards, pockets, what have you. So Vintage Saga, again, is the name of that one. And so this all came from that, and I just literally cut up one page, if you will, and it comes in a 6x6, and I used all 3 pieces, so it kind of worked out nicely. Here we have a pocket, beautiful paper from MyPorchPrints, some of my favorites. I think it's called Grandma's Attic, if I'm not mistaken. So pretty. And a little seed packet. Basil. I love basil. I grow it every now and then, but I forget to use it because I just want to watch it grow. I think it's neat, but I love fresh basil. What is it my daughter makes? Oh, what is that dish? Can't think of it right now. I use basil and olive oil and tomatoes. Getting hungry. This is some decoupage that I did with a page, just an old page from an old book, and then I printed this picture on vellum, and then I tore it out and inked the edges, and then I learned that with vellum the glue lines show underneath it, so instead of gluing it like with Fabri-Tac or whatever that I normally use, I used glue stick, and that worked perfectly. And this is just a lovely piece of paper. I love how the background is done, the backing on it, really neat. Here we have more fussy cutting. Whoops, too many pages. Ah, here, isn't this sweet? I call these fabric falls, so you can just write whatever you want. This was cut out of a postcard. I bought a package of postcards, and it's Cicely Mary Barker's Flower Fairies, and I just think they're so sweet. That looks like a pin cushion, which we actually grow in our garden. And I put these buttons down here not only as a coordinating color, but also to give some weight so it wouldn't fly up all the time. And here we have some beautiful paper here in cardstock. This came from a kit, I believe it was Tracie Fox, I believe. I hope I have that right. It's a new kit, a relatively new kit that she's just put out, but I'll do some research on that and put out the right information in the block below. Little flower with that baby blue leaf. I don't have much of that. That actually came with something else, but it's pretty. My favorite is the green, but I like that blue as well, even if you don't normally have blue leaves like that, but that's beside the point. There we go. And this, something new I tried. I've seen this done several ways. Decoupaged page on cardstock. Tim Holtz cutouts here. And then I've just added the sheet here. And it gets a little funny when you're trying to put it in, but I like the look of it. So you just kind of play with it. But I thought it went really well with this page. So I have it all coordinating. I thought, hey, that turned out pretty cool. Again, fussy cutting here and decoupage an old vintage sheet onto cardstock. I love it when these pages turn out really well. This is that same cardstock pack that I just showed you. And again, I fussy cut here, and then from the same sheet, cut this card out. So you can get a lot of use from it. I like that. Pocket here, some fussy cutting on top. Get my sleeves rolled up here. It's an envelope. I love this paper. And inside is this is called Wildflowers. You can barely see it on there, and it's so pretty. And let's see, tuck him right back in here. And you down in there. These are my last two playing cards. I don't really like playing cards, but every now and then I find some that I can't do without. And of course, I don't like the idea that there's a playing card on the reverse, so I just cover it in cardstock or something that's strong enough to obliterate the numbers and stuff. I just don't like the look of the playing card numbers. call me weird. But I love these pictures, so anyway, just made a little tuck spot there. Here is the other side of that bag. Got that from a little place called Bell Buckle, Tennessee, where my best friend Sherry and I went. It was before Christmas last year, I believe. And beautiful little place, Bell Buckle, Tennessee. And that came from one of the stores. Excuse me. Another napkin that you can use for decoupaging if you like. Some fussy cutting here of irises, beautiful irises. Make sure I'm still in. I see the light is changing on me. This is some new sari silk that I also purchased. The rose color in the front, and then this is called African Violet because it's purples, greens, and creams, and it's variegated like this, and I just love it. This is, and I've left this undecorated in case you want to use it for something. It's for a bookmark, but I thought, you know what? Leave it undecorated, and then if you want, you can use it in your own journaling. So it's just crocheted cotton lace. So I'm going to put him over there. Here we have some tags that I purchased at our recent retreat. Well, recent, it was in August. In the Land of Elsewhere, I believe is the name of the artist, or the shop, or whatever. My life didn't please me, so I created my life. Coco Chanel. Oh well. And that is a pocket. Come on, you. But it's also a tuck spot. Excuse me. So, sheet of paper there. Put in some little stray threads there. But some little roses, rosettes, whatever you want to call them. Did I go over the dimensions of this? I'm not sure if I did. Yeah, I did. Duh. Having a moment. Neat little pocket, and I've just added some lace and fabric and a little rosette. And these are, again, from Tracie Fox, that new kit that she's got out. Or actually, it's 2 or 3 kits that I've used. And I'll put that information below. This one, I love the coordination, all the different colors of the tags and what have you, but they all work well together. And you just play around with it. And now this one is not part of that set, but I thought it went well. And then I love this little crinkly ribbon is what I call it. It's finely wired, although you can take the wire out. I don't know if you know that. This wire ribbon, because sometimes I'll find ribbon that I love, but I don't want it wired. So I just cut the end off the ribbon, and you literally, you know, pull out the wire. It's that simple. A lot simpler than I thought it would be. Rosettes, of course, and then some lace. Here we have pocket and some die-cut Tim Holtz. Here's another one of those pockets. I've just used the back of that, and then a card from a different kit. And then we've got these 3 cards. It sort of reminds me of Arthur Rackham. I'm not sure if that's his work or not, but that's what it reminds me of. And those just sit in there. And then here's some beautiful paper. This, the reverse, I like to, on the reverse of a lot of these papers, I'll put this, these designs. It's from TaylorMadeJournals, and it's a digital kit that is coffee dyed lace, different patterns and stuff. And I love it because it takes away that glare, that just plain white. And I think this particular page is from MyPorchPrints, I believe. Just beautiful. So that works really well. Ribbon here, pretty little sticker that I found. Beautiful colors. Here we have a little tuck spot. Some of this paper that's Just beautiful. Here we have, okay, so we have, there's the reverse that I've put on there, printed a different pattern. And then there's this is called Watercolor. Just beautiful. And let's see, that goes there. And then this is an envelope that I've used to just, kind of like as a tuck spot as well. But I did put something in there. I wasn't sure if I had. 2 cards. And the reverse is blank. I think this is from MyPorchPrints as well. Beautiful flower that I've purchased, and it came as ribbon, and I've cut them all up. And I love it. So let's get this back together again. And then on this side is this paper. And again, that's another pattern of that coffee dyed lace from TaylorMadeJournals. And I believe, I'm not sure what kit this one came from. Here we have some fussy cutting and some, what do you call that? Cheesecloth. Make sure I'm still in. Good, I am in focus. Here we have, this is one of my pressed flower adventures. These are orchids, real orchids. And what I discovered about orchids is you cannot press them very well, or at least I can't, because they basically disappear on you. So what I've done is, when I have orchids, my husband loves orchids, by the way. And so when they fall off, or when he gives me permission to cut one off, when there's plenty of flowers on it, I literally just put them loose inside a CD sleeve and just walk away. I don't seal it. I just let it air dry. And that's the best way I've found to do that. And these were cream colored orchids with some burgundy centers. Just beautiful. And this little bit came from a foray into a junk shop. I was like practically standing on my head trying to get to all these different bits and pieces there. And I finally get to use it. And that's some vintage lace. Beautiful cotton lace. And here we have a page. Put him in there. And I think I did this one. I think. But if I didn't, if you think you did it, you can call me on it. I think it was the very first napkin decoupage I did. I think. Sounds terrible. But I think I did it at our retreat, our art retreat that we have in August. But I love it. Anyway, it's beautiful. Not that I do beautiful stuff, but it's a beautiful print, and I enjoyed it. Here we have some more of these cards. Little, and again, I want to say Arthur Rackham. I could be dead wrong. But they're all about garden things. So here we have a little, it was an envelope, and I've just cut that out, put that on there. You can put in any name you want. And I just used it as a pocket. Someone asked me, what do you put on these small little cards? Well, you can put inspirational quotes. You can put favorite Bible verses, special dates like an anniversary or something like that. Just whatever you want. And there it is again. Oh, and then this one, put some rosettes on this page. And that just goes underneath there. The sleeves keep coming down. This is a pocket that I did, and I'm very pleased with it. So you have the little coordinating pocket in the front. Nikki from Nikki's Musings taught me this. She had this same kit, and I think this is part of the Tracie Fox kit. And it was a tag. If you can picture, that's the top part of the tag, and then it folded down. And she folded the top down to make a little pocket, and I thought, oh, how cute. So thank you, Nikki. That was an inspired bit there, and I appreciate that. Then on the reverse, I had a piece of napkin that's about from 1960s, some hand crocheted lace on the edges, and I just attached it there, fussy cut that, and then another part of that kit. Just made a tag. I thought that turned out really well. I was very pleased with that. Like, yes, 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 yes. I love it when it all seems to come together. It doesn't always, but it's nice when it happens. Beautiful pages here. I'll just put some stuff there. Here we have, again, some more of the same digital kit. And I put beautiful little irises. Gorgeous colors. And this kit is huge. It's well worth the money. I'll put the link below. That's basil. I'm not sure what kit that came from. But it's pretty beautiful. And I've got some pages here. Let's put some lace there. Yeah, this kit, it's huge. And it's got so many neat, I did some stenciling there. I'm getting into the stenciling thing. But as I said, the kit is large and it just kind of goes and goes and goes. And I had a lot of fun with it. And Nikki from Nikki's Musing, she did a tutorial on tags that she put together, and that's where I got a lot of my inspiration from. Using that kit was following Nikki. There we go, little seed packets. These are vintage, a reproduction vintage seed packets that I just rounded the corners on and did them like that. I love the old vintage seed packets. I think they're neat. Well, I love illustrations that are old. I think they're just better looking, I think, but that's just me. Here we have a large tag. Beautiful irises. Stenciling. And this is one of my, no, I'm not even going to try and put it back in because it's a tight fit. But this is a, what I call my secret garden, Edith Holden's secret garden, or like a secret garden gate. This is the gate, and you open it up, and inside you find the secret garden. And there is a pocket back here. When it behaves itself, I can actually get the card in. Oh, look at this. Is it going all the way? Scary, 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 scary. It actually went in. It is a tight fit, but that's the nature of what I've created. That is a real, those are called pinks. Also dianthus, and that is a real flower that I've pressed. And inside each side is another tag, a little pocket. I had fun with that. And then here we have I've also done some where instead of ribbon, I had the little pull tabs that you use for Tim Holtz that he uses, or he puts out for like for putting tassels on books. And then I've also used little knobby posts. I like the ribbon though as well, so just depends on my mood. Those are original pages, by the way, of the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. Have a doily. You can see where it's been faded in the sun, but I like it. So, digital kit with some bees. All right, get in there. Behave. Why is it? Well, we know why it is. It's because it's on camera. A little butterfly here. Fussy cutting here. This is a pocket that I made using vellum. And I just printed that page out on vellum. We have beautiful, that's again, that's that watercolor design. And I backed the vellum. Instead of using vellum on both sides, I backed it with cardstock. And then I just cut out, fussy cut this, this large, beautiful iris. gorgeous colors. A little bit of lace here and bits and pieces. Fussy cutting here. This one is one of my favorites. This is a purple azalea. This is, again, a real flower that I've pressed last year. And this came from a pen, like a pendant. Not a pendant, but a pen. And it broke off, and I thought, oh, I can't throw the bee away. What am I going to use the bee for? Love the bee. You can see, let me get him. He's just gorgeous. And there he sits. I found a lovely place for him. And then this, I wanted something that was bringing in that color. Tight fit there. And then this flips up. Put a card here because you don't want to write here because you might damage the flower here. And again, that is an azalea. Beautiful. You should see the blossoms on the azaleas in the spring, late spring. They're just beautiful. A little bit of whatever that is that I've done. Yeah. Stenciling. I knew it was something. This is was done by my friend Jane Lockwood in England. She does gorgeous work. And I thought it was perfect for this one. Honeysuckle. That's the other side of the vellum pocket or page or whatever you want to call it. So just put this in there. And again, on the reverse side, I've used cardstock and then did a fussy cut of the iris. I love these colors. It's almost a blue-black. I would love to have irises that color. Ours are purple, varying shades. And I've just added some buttons that reflected that and the ribbon. I thought it turned out really nice. I was pleased with that. Fussy cutting here. Beautiful pages here. See if I can get this back in without taking too much trouble. Yay! It's a miracle. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's a tuck spot, so it doesn't really need it there, but I need it for the reverse. Here we have paper. Isn't it pretty? And a card. A large card. I put some rosettes. Stenciling, that's what it was. I knew I'd think of it, see? I'm tracking, sort of. I'm just on the wrong train. And these, this was a little thank you gift for, I bought the Surrey Silk. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on just a moment. Oh, excuse me. Gracious. And she sent that to me as a little thank you, and I thought that was sweet. So I thought, well, I can use that. And I've done some decoupage here of some old book pages on cardstock. And these are done by yours truly. I painted these in 2014. This is Japanese maple with underplantings of creeping jenny and petunias, 2014. And I was just trying my hand at drawing and watercoloring, and I was kind of pleased with it. It turned out well, so I've made photocopies of it. I loved this. It has since deteriorated, but it was terracotta, and it was like a biscuit thing. And this one was, let's see, hydrangea with underplantings of creeping jenny and lobelia, 5 May 2014. So I thought, neat, I'll just use those. There we go. And fussy cutting here. I don't know who did this for me, but I love it. And I was able to use it in this journal because it looks so neat. It's it was on a paper clip, but the paper clip broke. So I thought, well, I'm not throwing it out. I'm using, because it's so beautiful. A little card and leaf and what have you. Sweet. And then here we have cardstock. The robin. So that is it for this journal. Again, it is for sale, and if you're interested, you can email me. I'll put that email address below. And shipping is free. Got to get all the little stray bits and pieces. I love that pen. I think that turned out really well. If you have any questions, please just leave it in the comments below. I hope you're having a blessed day. Take care, and I'll see you soon.